How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I've been eating so much during this restriction movement kind of thing.
So it's a good thing that our live session is just, still here lah. So nobody
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see
yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on down there.
I may look like pakai baju all, but no one knows what's going on.
Underneath.
Yes.
Anyways, this is like the only time that you can do like two live shows back to back without rushing because you just
Yes.
finished your radio show as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me.
Oh, no, thank you for inviting me because this is the first time I'm
Yeah.
ever going to talk about motherhood.
First time ever, and will it be the last?
I don't know if orang banyak question, ada banyak soalan ataupun it's relevant, I might also cakap pasal this motherhood. Sebab ramai orang juga actually yang macam
Yeah.
ask me questions like how do you keep up with breastfeeding? How do you increase your milk supply? I don't have the answers to all these questions because I'm a new mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always ask other people and then I'll go back to them and then share with my Insta story and then that's how we communicate lah usually.
Yeah, which reminds me, congratulations on being a new mommy.
Thank you so much. And
Baby
congratulations to you too.
Thank you. Baby Bayu is the cutest. How old is he now, by the way?
Tomorrow is gonna be 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. And how did you come up with that name, Bayu? So lovely.
I've always loved the word Bayu because also because of the love of my love to the ocean, I guess. Bayu is like angin Bayu, you know? Like
So poetic.
Yeah, so I like macam itulah letak Bayu lah because my love for the ocean is like super duper. I don't know lah, I love the ocean. I think it's my natural habitat is in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nice.
Bayu.
Very nice. I love that name, by the way. It has such a sweet tone to it. And you know he's going to be a sweet person. Anyways, just a little backstory for everyone who is watching right now. I know this girl, Sara, from not too long ago, actually. We've only met, like, what? I would say when I was doing the morning show, Feel Good Show. Like,
Feel Good Show, yes.
Yes, 2 years ago. And you came on as a guest host. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this girl. She is so funny. She's so real. And I've never hung out with you before. But the moment you became a mom, then that's when we started macam DMing each other and stuff. Kan?
Yes. Masa I first time jadi mak, I macam, oh my god, tak tahu apa-apa. Even during pregnancy lagi, I tak tahu nak expect apa. I always tanya Megan, reply to her IG story and she has always been there to help me, to assist me with all my nonsense questions.
No worries. They're not nonsense at all, babe. Because you know what? You'll be surprised. I mean, when I first became a mom, I had the same exact questions as you did. I mean, it's like you're thrown into this new role, right? That there's no training that you can go through first before you accept this role.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously, it's a blur and stuff. But I have to ask you though, is it everything that you imagine it to be, being a mom?
I don't know how to say because I've never imagined myself as a mom. I've always had my life planned 5 years ahead. Even when I was in my high school, I know what I want to do. I know I plan my life up to 5 years ahead. But then I have never imagined, it was never in my plan to have a baby. I only planned my life up to like, okay, probably getting married. Not even wanting to get married, but probably getting married. Because I feel like I was a very independent person. So I've never registered in my head that I would need somebody to
in your life.
Yeah, in my life to strive or to be better. I can do it by myself. But then things changed lah because apparently
you met the love of your life.
I met the love of my life, and then it turns out that he can make me a better person.
Aw, that's so sweet.
So then I got married, so that's news. Even my mother was like, "Are you seriously nak kahwin?"
Even she didn't think that you were gonna get married. How? Wow. You
Yeah.
must be a super independent person then, like,
Yeah,
I don't
because
need nobody in my life.
yeah, because masa even in high school, I always tell my mother, no, Sarah nak duduk dengan mak, nak duduk bawah ketiak mak sampai bila-bila.
Selama-lamanya.
Yeah, selama-lamanya. Mak cannot run from me.
She must be like, ah, syukur.
Finally,
Nasib
kahwin.
baik. Thank you. But I must say though, when I watch your stories, you guys are so funny. I mean, I love how you always poke fun at your husband and he just gives you like the funniest reaction and expression. And he's such a hands-on dad as well. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Thankfully, I married the right guy because kalau korang yang baru nak kahwin ni, seriously korang kena tanya dulu partner korang, are you
Yeah.
gonna be a hands-on partner or are you gonna be
Mm,
like just bapak-bapak yang duduk tepi tengok je?
kan. Yeah,
It makes
because
a difference.
of course, and not just, I mean, when baru kahwin, when you have like no anak, it's still okay. You can sort of still do your own thing and stuff like that. But when it comes to having a kid, man, that is like full on. You have to be on the same page and teamwork is necessary. We're not in the
Yeah.
50s anymore, like now, like we as women, we still work as well. And you
Yeah.
got to have like a balanced life, kan?
Yeah. And also, so tadi you tanya how I imagine motherhood kan.
Hmm.
Up until now, I rasa I tak macam mak-mak lain. I
Then
don't
you rasa macam mana? Macam
I
you masih Sara
rasa
lagi.
macam mak yang tak ada perasaan.
Really? Why would you say that?
No, because I always see like especially new mothers, they are so
Mm.
obsessed with their babies.
Yeah.
They are always like on point with their baby. They always want to layan and then they're always like, oh, my baby is everything. Now everything has changed. I never think about myself anymore. It's all about my baby. No, not for me.
So you tak
Even
nak layan your baby?
yeah, even during the daytime, right? If he like
Mm-hmm.
nangis like not attention all, I'd be like,
Yeah.
no. Okay, so I will always ask my husband like, okay, you layan him because I don't want to layan
Mm-hmm.
him. I'm tired.
So, I mean, well, he is only 3 months, and are you fully breastfeeding right now?
Yes, fully
Yeah.
breastfeeding, but I'm an exclusive pumping mother. It means that I don't latch or feed
Mm-hmm.
directly, just full pumping.
Yeah, I just learned that term recently as well. Like someone mentioned
Ah,
EP, and I was like,
yeah.
EP itu apa? Ah? Then like EP Express,
EP is
Express Pump,
EP is
exclusive.
executive producer. That's all we know.
Yeah, I know, right? It's exclusive pumping for those of you who don't already know. But yes, today that's the topic that we want to circle around today about, your
Yeah.
maternal instinct as a new mom, and sometimes you wonder when is it ever going to kick in. So for those of you who have questions or nak tanya Sarah pasal all these mak issues, this is her first time coming live and bearing it all for you, which is such an honor to me. So please feel free to leave the comment and we'll scroll through and see if there are any questions for you. But okay, back to the topic about not being obsessed with your kid. How's Bayu's sleeping timing? I mean, is he sleeping through the night or still waking up a lot to feed?
He's sleeping through the night. Thankfully, yes, I was
Wow.
quite. It was quite surprising. So because during the day he wouldn't sleep so much.
Mm-hmm.
So by 7 p.m. we start his bedtime routine by 6 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, and then by 7 p.m. He'll be like very drowsy like that, and then
Mm.
7:15 to 7:30 he'll fall asleep,
Right.
and then by 12:30 a.m. I have to wake him up for milk.
You wake him up from milk.
Yes.
Wow. Why you don't let him sleep? I'm like,
No,
if my baby can sleep, I'm like, sleep.
because later he'll wake up at 1, 2 while I'm sleeping. So 12:30 is like at the time I'm about to go to sleep.
Oh,
So I
okay.
feed him right before I went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So 12:30 a.m. Wake him up for milk, and then he'll sleep through the night until 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Damn, girl, you're lucky.
Oh yes,
Damn, girl.
I think so too.
You are super. Please count your blessings and, love your baby. Because I
But
am
there's
still,
yeah,
huh?
but there's this thing called sleep training. You haven't tried that?
To be honest, I did, but
Hmm?
failed. My
Okay.
baby is just like very determined to not like want to sleep, and they can cry for like an hour till you pick them up. So macam, you know, as a mom, I feel like macam sedih lah. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, there are times too when they're crying and I would get like, oh, please stop crying. You know, I don't want
Yes.
to pick them up and stuff. Then after a while, you'll reach a point where you macam kesian, you know, so you will eventually pick the baby up.
Yeah,
So
true.
yeah. So
True.
that's me. I failed sleep training. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it in one of the topics as well, but
Yeah.
I'm probably not like the best person to be giving advice about sleep training. But is that what you did though? Sleep training? Macam or
Um,
it naturally by you is a sleeper.
Initially we wanted to sleep train him,
Mm-hmm.
but then naturally he sleep trained himself. So we just keep up with the cue, and we keep up with the same routine every night.
Yeah.
So as far as today, he's
Mm-hmm.
still doing okay lah.
You're so lucky.
Yes, I feel
Okay.
so lucky too.
And yeah, so back to the topic about, you know, how you said that, you know, when you look at other new moms, they seem to, you know, be over the moon about this, you know, this new role that they have and this new
Yes.
baby that is like their everything. They put the baby like before themselves and stuff. So you don't have any of those feelings.
I don't think I have any, because during confinement, I was in confinement for 44 days for Malays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was itching to go back to work.
Right. You're like, oh, when can I go back to work? When can I go back to
Yeah,
work?
like when can I go back to work? Okay, start looking for nursery now. I don't care. I just want to go to work. I just want
Mm-hmm.
to have my normal routine and, like,
Yeah.
be out of this mak baju and talk to people, see the world,
Yeah.
explore the world like usual.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, nanti sedih nak kerja, nanti rindu baby masa nak sambung kerja. But I don't
Yeah.
feel like that. So I was like, am I a bad mom, or am I just sick, or what?
Well, but how do you honestly, do you feel bad though? Like,
I
you
don't
know,
feel
for
bad.
having these feelings?
I don't feel bad, but I feel like, why am I not like other people, like other
Mm,
mothers? I am curious to know why am I not like the other mothers yang memang betul-betul like, oh, even at work I'll miss my baby, sometimes masa lunchtime I will go to the nursery because I miss my baby
mhm.
so much, stuff like that.
Yeah. So you've
Yeah.
never had that feeling so far, lah, up to this point.
No.
Hmm. But I think
Yeah.
it's absolutely normal though. I mean, everyone goes through motherhood a different way, a different
Mm-hmm.
experience. And I feel
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, as long as you are doing what's best for your baby, it's not like you don't want to be near your baby girl or you don't even want to pick up your baby in terms of
Yeah.
you never want to be near the baby. I mean, that is to me, not that it's a bad thing or anything, but I think it's quite alarming and maybe you might need to seek help to sort of
Yeah.
understand what you're going through. Maybe it's the hormones and things like that.
Mm.
But I think it's absolutely normal because I remember being very excited to go back to work as well when
Mm.
I first had my son, my
Okay.
firstborn, Miles. I started working when he was 2 months old. You know, usually
Okay.
maternity leave is like what, three months, is it?
Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah. So I
Mm.
was super excited. I'm game to go back to
Mm.
work because I feel like macam working really does make me a better mom because I do love my work, you know. So I work and then I come back and I can be 100% with the baby. As
Okay.
compared to now, I feel like I'm like on the flip side, I feel now that I don't really work as much and I'm just mom mode the entire day. That really gets to me,
I
you
see.
know. So I think whatever you're feeling is absolutely normal. I mean, you don't have to be like other moms. There is
Mm.
no like, you know, a rule book, macam a guidebook that says you must, you know, obsess over your baby, take 1,000 pictures a day and like kiss him and sniff him like all day long, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as long as I feel like it's not affecting your
Mm.
macam, you know, your mental health ke, or like you feel so down that, oh, why am I not like the other moms? Or like it's
Yeah.
getting to you and it's making you macam like unable to even be near your baby, then I think you're doing okay.
Okay. Because ni
Yeah.
Miss NFLI ni kata Sarancak I macam you. So you experience sama macam I juga. So cuba you share dekat
Yeah.
bawah ni. like how long you rasa macam tu? Sekarang ni you dah rasa tak macam sifat keibuan tu dah ada? Because I don't
Yeah.
think I have maternal instinct hasn't kicked in yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people, when they give me advices, they will be like, oh, it's okay. At the end of the day, just follow your instincts. What does your instinct say? How
Yeah.
to, jaga your baby. So I'm like, I don't have that instincts yet. My
Yeah.
instinct doesn't tell me anything yet. I'll just
In
have to
like, okay,
Google.
give us examples like of situations that you feel, like how come, like what do you think the instinct is supposed to be like? Jadi
Okay, for
superpower
example.
ke or what? Like,
Okay, for example,
mm,
I feed my baby bottle kan. So I have to
yeah.
know how many ml he drinks per meal time.
Mm-hmm.
So over the time, I tak tahu berapa banyak I kena feed him, berapa ml, when to increase the ml, when to, kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I always like pergi pediatrician, tanya, and the pediatrician kata, okay, his growth is normal, so meaning it's okay. So I asked him, when should I increase
Mm-hmm.
the amount of milk for him? He's
Yeah.
like, as long as he's not asking for more, as long as he's not crying for more, just follow your instinct. I'm like,
What the heck does that mean?
yeah. Can you just give me a guideline, a clear guideline?
Tak lah, macam muka satisfied lah. Like, when Bayu takes the meal and then when you finish it, he's like,
No, but even if I give him like 130 ml, he's satisfied. 140 ml, satisfied. 120 also satisfied. So which one? He'll never stop drinking. As long as there's milk in the bottle, he'll still like
he just keeps going. He sounds like a he sounds like a really easy baby though. Is he? Like
yeah.
macam sleep through the night lah. You gave him how much milk, so he's still happy and
kind of an easy baby lah. Thank God lah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, you are so lucky. Yeah, well, I wouldn't know how to advise you based on that maternal instinct thing, but I do share a similar experience in terms of, yeah, because when you're a new mom, there are a lot of things that you don't know, kan?
Yeah.
And you try to macam Google, and usually there are a bunch of all different answers. And yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, it would say, listen to your baby. Like, take your baby's cues, It
I'm always
usually
like,
macam, yeah. And to be honest, even for me, the first time around as well, they say sometimes you can distinguish the cries. Like if they cry like this means they are sleepy. If they cry like this means they are hungry. If they cry like this means they need diaper change. But
they
to be
all
honest, like
sound
to me
the
they
same.
sound the same. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They
they sound
sound
like the same.
yeah, and I don't know if any moms out there who experience the same thing too, is that at times I do feel like a bad mom when I'm macam, I don't know, maybe you don't relate to this because your baby is so easy and sleeps through the night. But
No.
when my baby is like crying and crying, crying, I'm doing everything that I possibly can. Diaper, that change, that feed and everything, and still crying, crying, crying. And I get so, I would say, pissed off.
Yeah.
Like angry at this small person, and then like so angry. And then I will, after that, when I reflect back, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. Like, I would cry
It's so
about it sometimes.
kesian. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not just kesian lebih, but like I'll cry about it. Like,
Really?
why am I like that? I have like, shouldn't I have more patience than this?
Yes.
And I look at my husband,
Yeah.
I'm like, he never loses his cool. Like, oh my, that means
I guess
I'm like an evil person.
it's the hormones too, because during my confinement I had that.
Mm.
My baby is difficult during the day because he doesn't want to sleep, but he's sleepy, so he'll be a bit cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be like so cranky, like this cat baring also cannot, duduk also cannot, dokong also don't want, and then like squirmy like that. So and
Yeah.
crying. So I always like, apa lagi yang kau nak ni?
I remember that story of your IG story.
Apa lagi yang kau nak ni? And then
Yeah.
at some point, my husband would recognize yang macam I dah tak tahan, like I've had it.
Yeah.
So he would take the baby and like jaga the baby for a while lah. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, kenapa aku ni macam cepat sangat nak marah kan? It supposedly kan tu kan baby I. Kenapa I nak marah
Yeah.
dia? Kenapa I nak sakit hati?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I've had that.
yeah, and you're absolutely right about the hormones. I mean, and this is also a topic that we will touch on later in the week
Mm,
as well about mental health and how some people have it right away and
mm,
others have like a delayed
mm.
postpartum depression. So
Oh,
yeah, so that will be an interesting topic that we will cover as well. But yeah, because it's true. I Our hormones do get the best of us, and that's why I think it's important to, macam, especially for new moms as well. And even me going through the second time around,
yeah,
you would think that I have it all figured out, but
yeah.
no, man, it's like it feels like it's still a new experience, a
Is
different
it the same, the
baby.
first baby and the second baby?
Is it the same?
Yeah, or are they like totally different babies? Different behavior.
I would say to a certain extent different though. I mean, there are still all the basic needs lah, macam,
Yeah,
to feed, to put to sleep and all that. But
yeah.
man, like I'm still struggling to figure it out. Like,
Okay.
is it it could be 1,001 reasons as to why your baby is not at ease or they're crying, and because as my baby wakes up a lot as well, so I'm sleep deprived. So
Mm.
you have your hormones and your sleep deprivation and all that. So it's and I'm only human.
Mm, mm.
So I mean, this is just a message to moms out there who are new moms or moms for the second or third time. Like it's
Yeah.
okay. You just have to cut yourself some slack, I would say. Like it doesn't make
Yeah.
you a bad mom to get pissed at your baby.
Yeah, because you're the best mom for your baby. So whatever you
Mm-hmm.
do, it's the best for the baby.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah, so
I
you don't
agree.
have to really like go hard on yourself, because if that is your part, if that is as much as you can do, then you're already the
Mm-hmm.
best mother for the baby.
Yeah, and I always tell myself this as well. Like, macam when you feel like, oh, like I'm supposed to be the mom, I'm supposed to know what the baby wants, and you can't figure it out. I would say like give it time though. Like it may
Yeah.
seem like, oh gosh, it's so dreadful. It's such a like, it's been forever. It's so long, but it's this a new baby is like a new person as well. You have
Mm.
to get to know that person. So it is a
Mm.
process. So
Mm.
you may not like for you, for instance, you may feel like you don't have the maternal instinct right now, and
Yes.
you have no idea what the heck that is when people keep telling you.
Yes.
Because I remember when I had Miles as well, I posted something up about like when will my maternal instinct kick in? Because I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
a robot, like macam like bangun, then the routine is the same every day. So I feel like a robot just doing things like that, and I'm like, where I don't feel motherly at all.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Eventually, it'll come.
How long did
Like,
it take for you to come?
I don't remember exactly how long, but I want to say like a good, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 months in that
Ah, that's
you
not that bad.
macam, you sort of like, oh, I got the hang of this. Macam there's a rhythm, there's like some kind
Yeah.
of rhythm, and you sort of, it's like any relationship, I suppose. You have to give
Ah,
it time to get to know each other, and then I'm sure you can read your husband very well, right?
yes.
How long have you guys been together?
Uh, Not 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
5 years in the relationship, including marriage lah. But if
Mm-hmm.
marriage for like 2 hours, 2 years.
2 hours.
2 years, 2 hours, gila. Dah ada anak.
Okay. So yeah, I always treat it like it's a new relationship, you know.
Because I
Um,
feel like I've kind of mastered it all. Like, okay, mandikan already, okay, dah pandai. Pakai
mhm.
baju, his routine, everything, what he wants, all I know.
Yeah.
But I still don't feel like motherly like that.
Ah, like
Yeah.
don't, oh, okay. But As in, you're talking about your own role or macam the bond is not there ke? Or
Probably the bond.
right.
Is it? I don't know. Some people just say probably because I don't direct feed him.
So there's no bond because you tak latch.
Yeah, tak latch.
Mm-hmm.
But
Not
I
true
didn't know
though.
not true, right?
I don't think so. I mean, you carried the person for what? Wait, yours was delayed kan? So was
Like 30,
40,
39 weeks.
39. Because I remember towards the end, you were like, when is this baby gonna come out? When
Yeah.
is this baby?
Yeah, like please come out now. Please, I cannot take this anymore.
Yeah, so naturally the bond is already there, like you don't have to be, like breastfeeding directly to have that bond, I feel. I think we have,
Yeah.
wait, let me see. There is a comment here. Hi,
Cheryl
Sarah.
Kern.
Before what a video dengan GPH.
Alah, ini nantilah. Ini kita cerita pasal mak-mak. This one, Cheryl Kern.
Yeah, Cheryl, I'm currently pregnant and even I feel myself not motherly enough. Some people say talk to your baby in the belly, this and that, but I just feel weird because I
Oh
don't
my God.
physically see my baby
Cheryl,
yet.
that was my experience during pregnancy. You know, people say like, oh, you ada bond dengan baby, keep talking to the baby. You know, I never talk to my baby masa pregnant because I feel so weird. I'm like, okay, I've tried. Like, hi baby. And I'm like,
Creak, creak, no response.
yeah, creak, creak. Macam, it's so weird. Even my husband also, I'm like, okay, come
You
sayang,
talk
talk
to
to
the
the baby.
baby.
Yeah, you talk to the baby, come. And he'll be like, no, it's weird. I'm like, yeah, it's weird. We never talk to our baby because it
Uh-huh.
feels exactly like you weird because we don't physically see the baby, and I feel like it's very cheesy to go like, hi sayang, how are you? How are you having a good day? Please don't kick mommy. I feel like cheesy.
Maybe it's your personality code, I feel. Probably, kan?
Yeah, I'm not even
Yeah,
a romantic person, so
yeah. Well, no right or wrong, I feel. I mean, if that doesn't come naturally to you, I say that is absolutely fine. Keanu, that only happens in drama. Well,
no. Megan talked to her baby.
yeah,
I believe.
true. Yes, I do. So I'm on like the opposite side. I do
Okay.
believe in the whole talking and connecting and stuff like because what kind of well I went through a natural birth
Mm-hmm.
both times and I felt like I needed to connect with the baby so that to me that was that teamwork right there to
Okay.
push the baby out. So macam I feel like and I've had that since when I was pregnant and even like no matter how old the baby is, I always feel that the more you talk to them, like the more they understand, even though they may not respond, but it's just all about the vibe and stuff. Yeah. And now I sound very hippie,
I
thanks
remember
to
you
you.
telling me that lah. I remember you telling me that towards the end, like talk to the baby because I was like, how to make my labor come like today. So you're
Yeah.
like talk to the baby,
Yeah.
just pujuk him to come out. I did that lah during the final month because
Towards
I
the end, yeah.
really now towards it because I really want the baby to like come out naturally, give me a painless birth and stuff like that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay baby, work with me, keluar dengan cepat, 2 kali push je keluar, jangan bagi mami sakit.
And
That's my mantra every day.
right, yeah, and I really do believe in mantras though, because to be honest, initially it felt weird as well for me, like to talk to the baby, and like sometimes even my husband would ask me, like, oh, did you talk to the baby today and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I did. But actually I didn't, or like I would when I do talk to the baby, I don't say it out loud
Oh
because
yes, yes,
it
yes.
it it felt a little strange, like you said, like initially, like when you're talking to a baby and then like so, but and I, it's such an intimate moment and personal thing that I internalize sometimes. So if
Yeah.
you're feeling weird, like saying out loud to your baby in your belly, perhaps you could try like internally,
Does
like
that work
saying
though?
in terms of what work in terms of.
Can the baby hear me?
I like to think that we're connected with the umbilical cord. So we psychical.
Whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm thinking, the baby can feel it too.
But that's what I like to think. But eventually you get more and more comfortable. And then you'll be
Mm,
like, screw it, like, and once you become a mom as well, I think you just have no time to worry about what people think or,
mm.
you know, and stuff. Um, but yeah, and then eventually I just got comfortable doing it lah. But now do you talk to your baby now that there's a physical
Oh
person?
yes, I don't need to
All
talk to the baby. The baby will talk to me. He is like pop pet, pop pet, pop pet. He's like Kinu, man. Cannot stop talking.
Yeah, he can already have the question. Wow, this one preparing to be a father, could. What were the fears you both had while still expecting? Oh, very good question. What was the fear that you had, Sarah, when you were expecting the baby?
The fear of not having enough sleep because a lot of people keep telling me that. Because
Yeah.
throughout my pregnancy, I tried to stay as positive as I can. I was I was never afraid of anything because I set my mindset to have this experience and to experience this pregnancy and the birth
Mm,
with nothing or no expectation.
yeah.
So that whatever comes, I'll be like, oh, this is how it feels like. Instead
Mm,
of, oh shit, it's gonna be painful.
mm,
So it's my mindset was like, don't expect anything, just have fun experiencing whatever you're experiencing. If it's painful, then it's painful. If it's not, then it's not.
mm-hmm.
So my fear was the only thing that I fear most during expecting is not enough sleep because I love to sleep.
Oh, wow, that was
Yes.
your only fear.
Yeah, because a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
people keep telling me, oh, you're gonna have
yeah.
like no sleep for 4 years and stuff like that.
Yeah, they always warn you about that and like
Yeah,
sleep now, sleep as much as you can now. Because when you
true.
have a baby, well, it's true in my case lah, because I'm barely sleeping these days or rather weeks.
Well,
She
you
was
were
such a
always
pardon?
you were always like so positive during your pregnancy. So what was your fears? What were your fears?
Well, for like you, I tried not to have too many expectations, and I'm
Mm,
glad that I had much of my sister who already had, a kid at that time to sort of, um, I knew that I would always kind of have some like guidance from my sister or the people closest to me. So I didn't really have much fear in terms of that, but I would say my biggest fear is losing myself. I don't know if that's a very selfish thing to
ooh.
say.
Mm,
Because like you, I think I've always been a very independent person,
mm.
always taking care of myself, looking after myself. And then, yeah. And so my biggest fear was just like, just being, known as a mom and that's it.
And
Like,
not mental.
you know, and then now I'm digging my own hole can by coming up with a show that's called Mommy Time,
I know, right? And then doing your own poster, doing your own
a
schedule.
one-man production. But yeah, but I feel like over the years though, I've learned to embrace this role, you
Mm,
know? Um, yeah, of course, I miss a lot of things that I used to do when I didn't have kids, being able to travel or host
mm.
travel shows and stuff like that. But when I became a mom as well, I didn't let go of a lot of things. So I wanted to like much breastfeed my kid, and I always, try to put them as the priority. So yeah, sorry if I don't sound like I make sense, it's because my thoughts are like all over the place today. Just before our conversation, my daughter Mila was crying nonstop. Oh my gosh.
Why?
Don't know. See?
Yeah, it's always
Like I
like that.
said,
Don't know.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm a mom for a second time and I still don't know.
Don't know.
And I just want to tell you guys that it's absolutely okay if you don't know. And if you have come up to your boiling point, I'd say just leave for a while. You can either place the
Yeah,
baby in the
exactly.
cot if you have no help, or you can pass the baby over to your husband.
Yeah, force your
while
husband. If your husband is playing game, turn off the phone, take the phone away from him, and give him the baby.
good advice. So
Yes.
yeah, I think that was my biggest fear, and yeah, and I think I mentioned this before as well. I'm just, I'm slowly sort of accepting and embracing this role, and I feel like being a mom has like given me a renewed sense of confidence as well.
See, I don't
Macam,
have all those. I don't
thanks
feel
for being
like
so honest,
this new small human
person.
being or this new journey has given me something new or has given me a new perspective or anything. I'm still the same selfish person. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say selfish, but it's not a bad thing though. Like, still, that means you take good care of yourself,
Yeah, yeah. I still prioritize myself over anything else.
which is
So I
not a
don't.
bad thing, really.
But a
I
lot of
mean,
people say like you will prioritize your baby more than anything, more than anyone in the world.
yeah, I guess some moms would say that like they always put their babies and their kids before them, but it's also very important to take care of yourself and your well-being so that you
Yeah.
can be 100% for your baby.
Ah, true. Yes.
Then at least you can be happy around them and not be like, oh, like it's because of you I cannot work.
Yeah,
It's because
true.
of you, like, I don't get my sleep. It's because of you, and you're blaming the baby for
Ooh,
all those things, and it becomes very nasty and negative, you know?
true. I don't
And
want that.
I'm pretty sure at some point I had that too, like turning into like a negative person as well.
Mm, mm.
So because I didn't take care of me. And then I always wonder, like, how is it possible to take care of yourself? It's so easier said than done, you know?
Mm-mm. Was this with your firstborn or with your secondborn?
First, and
Okay.
now, even now with the second, I feel like, all those things sort of are coming back, and I'm trying to sort of, macam, it's like a process that you learn, lepas tu you unlearn, and you gonna learn again. You know, that kind of
You
thing.
unlearn.
You unlearn whatever you learn, and then you're learning again. And wow, this Keanu, a lot of questions, macam dia pula interview kita.
No, Keanu is getting ready for his,
Fatherhood?
mesti nak kahwin ni, and then nak jadi father ni.
How long did it take for you to adjust to momhood and to accept that this is the new normal from this point onwards? Oh,
I have never accepted that this is the new normal. I will go
it's
back to
like
my old
the
normal is gonna be
the
my normal.
the baby is the one that's supposed to adapt to me.
Yes. The baby is just another add-on to my normal life.
But and to be honest, you're not the first mom who has ever said that, or who's doing something like this though. Because I have heard of moms who sort of, like let the baby assimilate into their lifestyle instead of changing everything for the baby.
Yeah, I've heard these two types of moms lah. Like one, yang they adjust themselves and their lives to the babies,
Mm-hmm.
and some moms adjust the baby to their own lifestyle. So which one is better, do you think? Or
I
which
don't
one
know
is
which is
supposed to
better,
go?
but yeah, I mean, I'm the kind of person who just goes with the flow, and I believe in like moderation as well. So I would never really go to the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe how's it working out for you?
So far, after my 44 days confinement, I am still continuing my confinement because of PKP.
Oh yeah, back to confinement.
Back to confinement for until like another 1 month.
Except you can eat whatever you want.
Yeah. And I literally ate whatever I want. Now I feel like the confinement days are like so sia for all the kgs I lost. Now gain back.
It's your own fault because you cook so much. Like
Yes.
but that, man, you're like every day you're trying a new recipe. Sampai you can ask like, oh, dah tak tahu nak masak apa, semua dah masak. I was like, what? This girl.
Semua dah masak. Please give me suggestion.
Yeah, so if you guys have any suggestion on what quarantine food Sarah should
Yes.
masak, then yeah, let her know. Well, Keanu has something to say, and I also think that with Sarah's self-love and independence, in a way, it's also good for the baby's well-being in the long run, because they'll grow up not being too emotionally dependent too. Wah, he macam speaking as on behalf of the baby.
Yeah, and also I think because during my first thought when I was pregnant was about being emotionally dependent also, because I memang tak nak macam get too excited over my pregnancy, because I don't want to be clingy to the baby, because I'm scared something might happen to it, so I don't want to be like too sad over it, so I keep my emotion on a general level.
How do you
So
do that?
I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. Um. I control my emotion to not get too attached to the baby.
Is that what you apply for everything in life as well, or is it just baby?
Just the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So when the baby was born, I don't want the baby to be like a clingy baby. So that's why I'm like, okay, let's be an EP mom. So the baby doesn't cling on to me and always like want me when he wants to go to sleep, or
Mm-hmm.
he like always want mommy and don't want anyone else.
Yeah.
So I feel like the bond is not there somehow, is because I was not invested fully emotionally even during pregnancy.
Right. And do you feel like, you should have invested more, or you're happy with the way things are
I'm
right now?
happy that my baby is not clingy. Same.
Maybe not yet.
Maybe not yet. Yeah, exactly. Maybe not yet. But as far as now, I
Yeah.
am happy that my baby is not clingy.
So your husband does the bottle feeding and all that, is
Yes.
it? Or you
Yes.
guys take turns ke apa?
We take turns lah, but nighttime is always his shift lah. I get to sleep throughout the night
Wow, where do you
because
find a husband like that?
because I have to wake up every 3 hours for pumping, so
Yeah,
he
yeah.
takes over lah.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I know. I mean, and back to your question about, which is better, whether, should you really, because you want to feel like a better mom, then so you prioritize your baby and then you just adjust your entire life to the baby,
Mm.
or you let the baby follow your existing routine and schedule. I would say
Yeah.
there's no one way that's better though. I know this may sound very diplomatically correct or whatever,
Yeah.
but I feel like at the end of the day, everyone's dynamic is different.
Mm.
Everyone goes through a different experience. I mean, people can give you guidelines and tips, there's the basic stuff, I guess, like, if they really want to know like, how much to feed the baby girl or whatever, and how do you try to get a baby to sleep at night. And if you're open enough to try their methods, then I say go ahead. But at the end of the day, everyone's lifestyle is different, needs are different, how they function different, like their partnership, with their other half, that's different as well. The roles are different. So you do whatever it is that, that works for you,
Mm.
and that still, keeps you happy and your
Mm.
baby is happy. And I think that's all that matters,
True.
right?
See, Kinu said Megan is like my mom. She couldn't even let me leave for asrama penuh. Yeah, I feel like Megan is that kind of mom also. Like she's
Like
so like
hold her baby's tight.
sayang
No,
all the baby. You cannot leave the nest. You have to stay with mommy.
forever.
Yes, I need to see you in front of my eyes every day, all day.
Not true though. Not true. It may look like that most of the
Yeah.
time, because I mean, they are my life right now. So they, like it or not, they're always in my face. So
Yeah.
if I want to post anything on Instagram, it has to be them. But I do I enjoy my me time though.
Yeah.
I like to reconnect with myself again. And which is why I also created this session,
Mm.
not just to
Mm.
talk, I mean, obviously the whole talking about the kids part is part of it, but also to kind of like check in on myself
Yeah.
again. So that by talking to moms like you and all the other moms, it
Mm.
sort of gives me a new perspective as well. And you know, to it's not just for for people out there, but it's also just for myself as well. To
How do you
troubleshoot.
find, I mean, with with one baby and one toddler, how do you find time for yourself in your own house
Hmm.
without them disturbing you?
I hide in the bathroom.
No, Miles would be
Yeah,
mommy, oh
true.
my god.
He does that sometimes. But yeah, I'm lucky enough that I have family support and I have extra pair of hands to help me so that I can
Mm,
focus on, you know, like for now, like my one-man production.
yeah.
And it makes me happy, really.
Mm,
You know, like doing things that are not just for my kids, but also like from time to time do things for myself,
true.
you know. And I think moms need that. Like you need to find something to do that is for yourself. It could be anything, you know. It could be a workout, or like some other moms, they do like breathing exercises, or
Yeah,
like
I
their one
cannot
hour me time.
imagine like not having time for yourself.
Yeah.
Like all the time with your kids, with house chores, with housework, with your husband, with your babies, all the time. I cannot imagine. And now, during
Mhm.
this upper restricted movement, I absolutely 100% know that I can never be a housewife.
Even though you cook all the time.
Yes, I can never be a full-time housewife. It makes me crazy because I am confined in my own house and doing the same routine every day.
It's just not for you.
No, I need to go out, see people, talk, do work or gigs or whatever.
I'm not surprised that you say you just need to talk. No wonder you agree to this session because you can just talk.
Yeah, like 8 p.m. session, 1 hour, sure. 9 p.m. session, 1 hour, sure.
Yeah. So yeah,
Come
see, like
in.
at the end of the day, everyone goes through a different experience and they have different needs and different wants and different things that would make them happy. So I would say at the end of the day, you do you, you know.
Yeah.
If you're the
Mm.
kind who is, you know, who obsesses about a baby 24/7, do that. If that makes you happy, do that. If you love being with them, you know, or like me, you want to balance, do that. Or you like Sarah, you just want to, you know, do your own
Think
thing.
about
You
yourself.
why not?
Do
As long
that.
as as long as you're happy and baby's happy. And I think Cheryl made a very good point as well over here in the comment section. Just a personal opinion for moms that are obsessed with their baby. Maybe they have been waiting for this baby for many, many years, which is true. Like, you know, sometimes there are certain women or even dads, I would think,
Yeah.
who's you know have been struggling to get a baby, and when the
Yeah.
baby finally arrives, then obviously they will be more obsessed with their babies, and it's
True.
totally understandable and totally normal. So you do you at the end of the day. You want to
Yeah,
be like
it's
Sarah?
okay.
You want to be like a Megan mom or not?
You still don't have that maternal instinct. Don't worry. It'll
Yeah,
come.
don't worry. It will come. It may never come. You don't even know what the heck that is. Like, is it
Yes.
supposed to be like a superpower where you have like psychic powers to predict what your baby wants?
Yeah, like before baby cry, you know baby's gonna cry. No.
Exactly. You know, some moms really have that. Like, oh, they know that the baby's gonna be hungry and crying, so quickly feed first before anything happens. You know?
Ayo, I
Yeah,
need some
God.
of that.
Yeah, it's like super mom. And
Mm.
Patricia, hi Pat. Pat says, "Happy mom, happy baby."
Yes. As long
Very
as
true.
baby is growing fatter every day, then it's fine.
And yeah, and like we talked about earlier as well, because we need to take care of ourselves and make sure that we are in a good place,
Mm,
then we can be,
the
you know,
best mom.
present and yeah, and the best and 100% for our baby. And even
Yeah.
if, you know, you days when you feel like you're not being 100% and you're a bad mom and stuff, I would say that it's entirely normal and doesn't make you a bad mom. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, I read somewhere that whatever you're doing, it is the best for your baby. Not other people's baby, not babies generally, but your baby. So keep on doing whatever you're doing as
Mm-hmm.
long as it's not in like a danger to yourself or your
Yeah,
baby,
yeah.
then it's fine.
Mm-hmm. So, is it safe to say that this MCO is PKP MCO is driving you crazy?
A bit. I don't want to say that, but a bit.
So you mean you started working like when? Um,
Supposedly,
as in,
or
yeah, by right you're supposed to go back to work
15 March.
15th March. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went to work for like 1 day.
And then boom, dia sudah balik rumah. Stay at
Uh,
home.
Duduk rumah, stay home,
Duduk
don't go
rumah.
out. But then I still work from home lah. Like I have to find time to create content, shoot
Mm-hmm.
myself and share footages, stuff like that. So it's kind of hard also to balance because I have to shoot during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And during the day my baby is a bit hard because he doesn't want to sleep. He always wants
Mm-hmm.
attention. So that's kind of hard to find time to like create content, shoot and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's all good.
Yeah, and you have a very hands-on husband, so that always helps, you
Yeah,
know.
and I'm a bit jealous actually because the baby is not clingy to me, but clingy to the father.
Oh,
So his first love was with his father,
uh-huh.
and I can never make the baby laugh. Only smile, 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 but never like really laugh.
But he's only 3 months, so usually like the baby laughs about, I would say full on laughter, maybe 4 months, 5 months. So you're good. You have another month to go. Keep trying.
Keep try. I will keep trying because, but I'm a bit jealous, but I'm thankful because my plan is working. The baby is not clingy to me,
Yeah.
but he's clingy to the father, and I'm a bit jealous lah kadang-kadang.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. Sometimes, it's like we are fickle as well. Like we want this, but we also want that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like we
yeah.
want what we want at the right time. So yeah,
Sometimes I don't
selfishly.
want. Sometimes I want things like that.
So I know you probably have heard this question a lot of times, but are you gonna try for number two or this is it?
You're breaking. I'm sorry. What?
Is this it for you? Like baby by you and I know you didn't expect to have one baby, but I'm sure a lot of mama out there have asked you this question. So I'm just gonna be one of those
Mm,
mama who are
ask
we
the
looking at
question.
another by
Of
you?
course. Of course. I want a baby girl. Of course.
Oh, so how many will you try
Yes.
until you get a baby girl?
I hope my next one will be a girl.
Positive thinking.
Yeah. Like I just want to be positive and optimistic that it's gonna be a girl. Like if I believe it's going to be a girl, it's going to be a girl.
All right, more power to you. Hopefully that happens. All
Yes.
right. Anyways, I'm just gonna slowly wrap it up right now. I wanna say
Yeah.
thanks again for coming on this session with me. You always bring so much joy.
Oh,
Like
thank you so much. You.
it's your energy and your aura, which I absolutely love. Even the first time I met you, I'm like, I'm gonna make this girl my friend, whether she likes
Thank
it
you
or not.
so much. We literally became friends now when I was pregnant.
Yeah, we became mom friends.
Yeah, mom friends.
No, we've never even like really, really hung out, but this is like the longest I've spoken to you. Like,
Yes, we've met like once, and it was the first time, and never again. But we
mhm.
still like pop back to each other.
Yeah, I know. So thanks so much for coming on to the show. Any last words or advice you'd want to give to new moms out there, especially who
Ooh.
may be going through the same thing as you are, thinking, am I ever gonna be maternal?
I don't know, man. I don't have any advice because I'm still like learning too. So we can learn together. If you have
Hmm.
any questions, we can always, ask me or DM me, and we can always exchange
Yeah.
situations or experiences. But as long as you're enjoying whatever you have and you're always grateful and always have a positive mind, and I think it's never gonna be wrong.
Yeah. I love that. All
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, to all the new mummies out there, congratulations on your baby. And I think the takeaway from this is that don't worry too much about whether you are being the best mom, or if you're, like if you don't have the maternal instinct or whatsoever. You just do you, as long as you are happy and the baby is good, baby is happy, everyone's good.
Yes, a little tips. If you have any like insecurities or whatever, you can just DM Megan. She will reply you with the best advice.
You show as proof, is it on? Thank you. I
Yes.
try. I try my best. I only speak the truth and from what I experience. And people
Yeah.
around me, when I do have my down days and like times when I'm just super negative as well. But I'm thankful that I had people who sort of just, lifted me up or motivated me or told me or injected some positivity into me. So, and I wish to pass that on to anyone who is in need of that, because we all need a
That's
little bit of,
awesome.
a little bit
Yeah.
of a motivation from time to time.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Megan, for inviting me
Thank
today.
you. Mwah. Good night.
Good
Have
night.
fun. Rest well.
You
Bye.
too. Bye bye.